Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Despite rising COVID numbers, Cass County has not moved to critical risk level. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum today moving 21 counties to higher risk levels, but Cass County remains at orange as it has been since October 14th. 8 counties were moved up to the yellow from yellow to orange, including Grand Forks, Ramsey, Walsh, Lemoore, and Towner. The governor today continued to urge residents to take safety precautions because help might not be coming soon to the hospitals.
We do not have an unlimited ability to expand and grow the number of staff to support beds in our state.
The last time changes were announced, several counties were moved down a risk level. That didn't happen today. President Donald Trump's Operation Warp Speed seeks to bring 300 million doses of a COVID-19 vaccine to the United States by January. With several vaccines in the final stages of trials, North Dakota is one of 4 states that has a plan of how they will be distributed. But health officials say that doesn't mean we'll be getting the vaccine first.
Some of you have kind of gotten the mistaken notion that we are getting vaccine first. No, we were picked to be 1 out of 4 states to pilot a distribution plan. It is not a vaccine clinical trial. It is not having any group or population or segment of our state as guinea pigs for a vaccine.
Now, coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 10, we'll tell you when you can expect a vaccine and who might be getting it first. I don't know about you, but I'm loving the fact that the snow is going away. There's talk of warmer temps. And Hutch Johnson has returned to the studio. He's here with your Thursday night weather planner. Hutch?
Thanks, Mike. Good to be back as we watch a few flakes flying down near the Sisseton area from our Dakota Magic Casino location. Also out near Jamestown, snow coating the grassy areas and causing wet roads. Reduced visibility in portions of southeast North Dakota as well, with all of the snowpack keeping things on the cool side. Hey, we're watching this snow and watching a band that basically extends from the Devil's Lake area just west of FM area and basically down toward the I-94 corridor. Look at this dark blue and white area there. That's an enhanced band. Some big flakes of snow up at the cloud level there just off to the north of Tower City. Also near Medina, we're seeing some of that heavier snow banding taking place. These isolated areas could pick up a quick little amount of measurable snow, a few tenths of an inch. Your forecast shows that this snow chance doesn't really get to us in the FM area in the Southern Valley until, well, a little later tonight. Then it moves off into parts of southern Minnesota into the early overnight hours. I expect an inch or less for most of us, and our best chance in Fargo of seeing any snow showers will be after the dinner hour here, Mike, and into the evening hours. You stay dry in the far northern valley, and I'll have details on that warm-up you were speaking of here in a few minutes.
Look forward to that. Thanks.
In my opinion, I don't think that the Innocence Project is criminal justice reform. I think it's actual justice.
Local advocates for the wrongly accused are now joining forces in an effort to overturn wrongful convictions. The Great North Innocence Project has now expanded into North and South Dakota and is receiving help and support from one Fargo nonprofit. What this means for the community and what it takes to have the case overturned, Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley has this exclusive story.
Sarah Jones and the Great North Innocence Project know the justice system doesn't work perfectly.
Human beings make mistakes, and sometimes human beings commit misconduct.
Since 2001, the GNIP has helped free 7 men behind bars for crimes they didn't commit, and mostly takes on more serious cases with lengthy sentences.
Murder, robbery, that sort of thing.
Jones says over the years, the GNIP has taken on cases from both North and South Dakota, and says it's been an important goal to expand their services in both states.
The real perpetrator of a crime is not in prison in all likelihood, and they could be committing other crimes.
She adds a partnership with Fargo's F5 project, which is known for giving convicted felons a second chance, was a no-brainer.
Somebody might still have a felony record. They might still have to register as a sex offender, all kinds of things that can impact them post-prison.
I've never been innocent when I went before a judge, but I know people who have been, And I can't imagine like waking up, every day in a jail cell when I've done nothing wrong.
Jones says the Innocence Project services are free and says in order for a case to be looked at, the person who is wanting help must be the one to write them a letter.
The person has to be actually innocent, had no involvement in the crime whatsoever. These aren't cases where it's a technicality or something like I was there but I didn't pull the trigger.
She says out of 350 requests, the GNIP only ends up taking on around a dozen cases after screening. And while getting a case overturned doesn't happen overnight, both Jones and Martin say they're hopeful for the future of those North Dakotans who have been wronged by the justice system. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Jones adds that they have not taken on any new North Dakota cases yet. To find out where and how you can contact the Innocence Project, head to our VNL News app and click on this story. It's an ongoing fight to keep drugs out of the FM Metro. Right now, authorities are seeing a growing number of opioids that can lead to overdose and death. A task officer in Moorhead says all law enforcement agencies in the area have been working together, that the drugs are coming from California and Arizona.
The entire spectrum, whether it be opioid pills, fentanyl, laced pills, whether it be bulk shipments of methamphetamine, bulk marijuana.
Increased drug trafficking can lead to other crimes. Fargo police are attributing a lot of the property crimes and theft to addiction issues. NDSU's School of Pharmacy has received a $284,000 grant to help stem opioid misuse and prevent accidental drug overdoses across North Dakota. To learn more about that, download our VNL News app and click on this story. This Saturday marks 4 years since this teenager disappeared. Jeremy Jourdain was last seen on Halloween 2016 in Bemidji. He was at an apartment with his siblings and friends until he left. A few friends followed him, lost sight of him in the area of 5th Street Southeast and Wood Avenue Southeast. He was last seen wearing a blue and gray hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, black and white Air Jordan shoes. If you do have any information on his whereabouts, please call police. Halloween will look a little different this year. While some families will trick or treat, the pandemic has prompted others to opt for something new. Governor Doug Burgum says in accordance with CDC guidelines, they're moving a virtual costume contest instead of the traditional trick-or-treating at the governor's residence. Aubrey and Carly McLeod say that they've looked forward to visiting the governor's house every year.
There'd be a line, but you'd still get your own time with them. And not other states get to do that.
Them being really nice and willing to take pictures. Them giving us weird stuff, like pencils. I got honey once.
Now, to take part in the governor's virtual costume contest, take a photo of your costumes, post it on social media using the hashtag HalloweenND and tag Governor Burgum or First Lady Catherine Burgum. They'll be looking for the most creative and most North Dakota outfits, and they're going to share their favorites on their social media pages. These continue to be tough times for restaurants whose business has dropped off dramatically because of the pandemic. Later on Valley News Live at 6, what short-term decisions have been made to try and ensure that they'll be around to survive.
Gray skies for most and some accumulating snow for some. I'll have your hour-by-hour forecast for tonight, and we'll talk about an awesome warm-up coming up right after this.